Hi everyone. So we're officially week 22 and the baby has also reached 1 pound, which is super exciting for me personally, which I think is awesome. And this is my bump update. Getting rounder, as you can see. More and more getting belly. Definitely looking pregnant now. And yeah. So one thing that started happening throughout this last week is I've been starting to get Braxton Hicks almost every single day, where I have like 1 or 2 or sometimes up to 10, but they're not like in a row, so I know I don't have to worry about them, and they're not that strong. It's just like you do notice them. You know they're there, and you start taking note of them. And so I will definitely mention that to my midwife next week, at the end of the week actually, at my appointment. So yeah, but I've had Braxton Hicks with my 3rd baby. So, and with my 3rd baby I got them around 25 weeks, so I'm getting them a few weeks earlier this time. But they're not super pronounced, so I know I don't have to worry about them. With my with my 3rd baby, she still went 13 days overdue. So even though I had Braxton Hicks like at 25 weeks or so, I still went overdue. And although I only had like a 2 to 3 hour labor, so I'm guessing it was worth it. I think I prefer it that way. So hopefully this one follows the example and doesn't take long when it's time. When it's time, not now, but when it's time, doesn't take long. So yeah, I thought that was interesting fact that it was starting earlier this time. But I think it's normal, so. And I'm past 20 weeks, so I don't get worried. And another interesting thing that happened this last week is we all know some Epsom salt baths, like here and there, to relax the body are good. But I learned that the scented ones are not as good because they have I showed you the brand, but this is just what I had available around here. So yeah, anyway. This had green tea and chamomile, so and I figured, well, extra relaxation. So and of course you're not supposed to stay in the bath for more than 15 minutes, and I stayed like 20-25 minutes. But as soon as I got out of the bath, I noticed I was starting to get itchy down there in my vagina, and it was not comfy. I figured, well, it'll go away, and the next day it did not go away. It got worse. So then I tried an oatmeal bath, which is where you have oatmeal, flakes, oats, and some pouch or whatever, old sock that is clean, or yeah, tie it in a little baggie or something so that it doesn't get out, so it doesn't look weird, the water. But anyway, and it did relieve some of it, so it did something. But yeah, it didn't do enough, so I called my midwife, and she confirmed what I'd been looking up on internet already, and it was a yeast infection. And yes, Epsom salt can cause them, especially if you have scented ones, which has all the extra chemicals in it. So and apparently I have pretty sensitive skin, which I knew from before, but now I know now I know it even more. So yeah, that was something new I learned this pregnancy. With my other pregnancies, I'd always had a shower available only. I didn't have a bathtub available, and so that was something new to learn for me. Had to use some probiotics and stuff, some recommendations that were good for my body. Of course, everybody needs to talk to their caregivers, whoever they have chosen as a caregiver, and see what they recommend for their body if you have a yeast infection. So, but they are definitely not comfortable. So they are very, I don't know. And they do get worse at times. Like, I don't know if anybody has ever mentioned that. Like, I didn't know it. Like, and then I felt good for a while, like, or better. And then for a while I felt terrible. It was so itchy. It was stinging. It felt terrible. And then for a while I would get better again. And then I started the treatment I was recommended, and I started getting better and then worse. And still, like, it continued, this on and off uncomfortable being or thing. So, but like after 3 days, like, I noticed an improvement already. Like, it was getting less bad when it was getting bad, but it was still getting bad. So I was, at the end of day 3, I started noticing a big positive. On day 3, it was getting a lot less, and day 4 was minimum, and I think we're over it now. Yeah. So that was not comfy, and I do not recommend getting scented Epsom salt. I do recommend Epsom salt, and I also want to remind everyone, don't sit in the bathtub for more than the recommended 15 minutes, because it can it could do what it did to me. So yeah, nobody likes having or talking about a yeast infection, but since that isn't the case, I figured I should talk about it. I should warn others. I should tell others, because I've seen pregnancy videos and I did not know this. And I've been pregnant and I didn't know it. So yeah, I figured I'd talk about it and let you guys know about it. So yeah. And also, I told you last week that my husband was able to feel the baby kick when he put his hand on my tummy and waited a bit, like very still, like a hunter, like don't move, and then all of a sudden the baby kicks. Well, yesterday in church we were listening to music and stuff like that. They have pretty loud music at the church we go to, so and then I was sitting there because I didn't want to stand, and then I was looking down at my belly and I could start seeing the kicks, not just feeling them. Now I was starting to see them. So I thought, like, wow, that is another milestone, another thing that is going on. And I figured I'd tell you about it. And so I think that's it for this week. Unless I'm forgetting something, I'll add that to the next week then, if I do. And yeah, hopefully throughout the week I can, sometime after our midwife appointment, maybe I can post a video with some short fetal heart tones. I love hearing fetal heart tones. It's like one of the best things about pregnancy. That and seeing ultrasounds. But we haven't had many ultrasounds. Blood tests are not fun part of pregnancy. But yeah, so maybe I can do an update with a short ultrasound video. No, not ultrasound, fetal heartbeat sounds video. Yeah, so subscribe and please like my videos, and if you can, comment. I had something going on last week where I know a few people, they told me, I commented on your video and I checked it out, and I'm like, I do not see them. They don't appear. They are not there, even though the option for commenting is there. So anybody want to give it a try? See if I can, if it appears on this week or one of my others. Like, that does have the option. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. If you did comment, I am sorry, I did not see them. I didn't get any notification. I could not check it out. So yeah, then I'm sorry. And thank you for watching. If you watched till now, I am very, very appreciative, and thank you very much.